AI scammers are not experimenting. They are not practicing. They already have destroyed seniors' savings, identities, and families every single day. If you're over 60 or you love someone who is, you are now a priority target. And it's not by accident, it is on purpose. This is the first episode in a series regarding how AI is being used to do those scams on seniors. I'm going to share with you what has changed, why seniors are in the crosshairs, and the so-called core or golden rules that will decide who gets taken and who doesn't. You'll see that there are no scare tactics here for the sake of drama. It is just a blunt reality check and a battle plan. Scams against seniors are not new. They include phone scams, investment scams, fake charities, romance scams, you name it. They've been around for decades. So what is different today? Two words: artificial intelligence. AI gives criminals three big advantages now. The first is scale. A scammer used to dial a few numbers and see who answered. Now software can auto-dial thousands, send millions of texts and emails, all tailored and tested to see what works best. The second is quality. Old scams were often sloppy. Bad grammar, weird phrasing, wrong topics, wrong logos. Today, AI makes and writes in perfect English. They give you perfect emails. They give you perfect letters. They give you perfect fake websites. And the third is personalization. Criminals can buy or steal bits of your real data, your age, your town, your church, your medications. AI can then stitch together all of it and build a custom script just for you. So the scam fits your life in a very real way, and it feels that way. That's why smart, cautious seniors are getting hit, even though they are smart and cautious. The game changed, and most people have not noticed it. Let's be honest about why seniors are in the bullseye. First is, of course, money. We've all spent a lifetime building savings, home equity, pensions, Social Security, other retirement accounts. And that makes you, to a criminal, not a person. What it does is it turns you, from their perspective, into a balance sheet with a heartbeat. A balance sheet with a heartbeat. Number two, trust. Most seniors grew up in a world where a signature meant something, where a bank manager was a trusted individual, where a person on the phone actually sounded like who they said they were. AI takes advantage and abuses that trust that we have built in internally. The scammers use it to manufacture distrust. They use fake voices, fake faces, and project a fake authority. Then comes complexity. Here we have a situation today where technology is changing at an unbelievable speed. Very difficult even for the most technically competent of us to actually stay up to date. You have apps, you have logins, you have two-factor identification codes, constant updates on the software. So it builds this envelope of protection for the scammers, and it gives them a home inside the confusion from which to work from. They pretend to help you navigate through some of these technical issues, but they actually break what's causing them to do this. In other words, you could have a minor problem, and then all of a sudden, when you call them, the problem becomes extraordinary, and your machine is locked up. So they're actually manufacturing while you're on the phone and you're connected to them the situation. Fourth is loneliness. It's not a situation for everyone, but for many. And they know, the scammers, how isolated seniors are, whether they be widowed, far from family, or just not visited often enough. And the AI tool lets them create fake friends, fake romantic partners, fake support groups, and these scammers basically never sleep. They never get tired, and they're always pushing for the time when it is appropriate to ask for money, which is their whole purpose. Okay? That mix, money, trust, complexity, and loneliness, makes seniors the ideal candidate and target from a criminal's point of view. The scammers don't feel guilty. They feel efficient. I'm going to lay out for you the main categories of AI scams that you'll hear about in future episodes. And these may change as time goes on and as we learn more. And I'd like you to think of this as your map of the battlefield. Yes, we're in a war. First is voice and emergency scams. AI clones voices, your grandchild, your pastor, your doctor, Medicare, the bank, and you get a panic call. I had an accident. I'm in jail. Bill is overdue. My account is frozen. And I have a problem with benefits. They use pressure, fear, secrecy. The goal, rush you into sending money or handing over information before you can think or verify the truth of this. Second category, they send perfect messages and use fake websites. Texts and emails that you get may look exactly like those of your bank, Social Security Administration, in terms of Medicare also, and your pharmacy or a charity. The logos are right, the spelling is right, and here's the key. The links look almost right, but they aren't. And we'll get into that in a future episode. AI generated them, and you click once, and you're on a fake site that steals your passwords, drains your account, installs remote control software on your device. Third category, romance, friendship, and companionship scams. AI builds believable online profiles, has your photos, your hobbies, your chat messages that seem thoughtful and caring. They can talk to you for weeks or months. They listen very, very carefully to you. They flatter you. Then comes the crisis. They have medical bills, legal problems, emergency travel needs. The ask is always the same. Money, in terms of gift cards, cryptocurrency, wire transfers, and any other way you can move money around. The fourth is authority and the so-called helper schemes. These are those involving fake technical support, fake fraud departments, fake Medicare advisors, and they say, we're here to fix a problem. A hacked computer, a locked account, a benefits issue. Yet, step by step, they walk you into giving them control of your device or your accounts. In future episodes, we'll tear each of these apart in detail, script by script by script. What they say, how they react, when you push back, and exactly what you say to shut them down. Before we go deeper in the later episodes on these scams, you need to really understand and get 3 core or golden rules burned into your brain. These rules cut across almost every AI scam that is aimed at seniors. Okay, first rule, emergency plus money plus secrecy immediately means it's a scam. If someone says there's an emergency, you must act now and you must not tell anyone, that's not a friend. It is an attack on you. Hang up. Call someone you trust. Call the real institution using a number you already know. Okay? Rule 2, you start the contact. Never trust the phone number given to you by the alleged scammer, or the email link, or the website that the stranger gives you. Not even if it looks perfect. And that's one of the keys. It claims to be your bank, your doctor, Medicare, Social Security, your church, whatever. And you should type the website address yourself. Do not click it. If this is an email, for example, you put it in yourself, or you call the number printed on the card or statement. If you didn't start the contact, don't give the information. It's a clear way of losing everything. The third rule is no big decisions alone. This is basically a non-negotiable rule. It's so important. Before you send money, share an account information, change benefits, or move investments because of the phone call or email or your online quote-unquote friend, you should talk to somebody else, a spouse, an adult child, a trusted advisor. If the person on the other end of the line doesn't want you to do that, that's proof it's a scam. Simple, important, committed. Please understand that this podcast is not a one-off scare piece. I want to make that very clear because this means a lot to me. It's the opening briefing in upcoming episodes that we're going to drill down into each type of AI scam hitting seniors. The AI voice, grandchild in trouble, and we're going to give real script examples and word-for-word responses that you can proactively use. Then the AI-driven Medicare and health scams, how they target your benefits, prescriptions, and medical identities. Banking and retirement theft. How AI-powered phishing and fake fraud departments go after your accounts. Romance and companionship scams. How modern con artists use the AI to build emotional links and then strip you of your savings. The tech report type scam. These are so-called helpful pop-ups that come on your screen, and somebody is trying to reach you through the screen. And what happens is that you answer it, and as time goes on, and you're going to see examples of this, they will capture your computer, your bank accounts, and everything sacred that you have on it. The capture, of course, meaning virtually. They don't actually take the machine, although I'm sure if they could, they would. And then finally, what to do if you've already been hit. What type of damage control, reporting, and how you can rebuild your defenses afterwards. Should be interesting, and we'll go through this together. Let's sum things up here. Remember, if you're a senior, here's your job. Write down those 3 rules, put them by your phone and your computer, and memorize them, and keep going over them. If you're a family member or a caregiver, here's yours. Have the conversation with your senior. Agree that before any big financial move or benefits change, you get a call. Be the person they can reach without feeling stupid or ashamed. Information plus knowledge equals senior power, our motto of this channel. And as I think we have projected in this series, we're going to give you both information and knowledge upon which to make informed decisions. Please stay with us. Share this episode with at least one senior in your life. And in the next one, we'll go straight into the AI voice scams that are hitting right now, what they sound like, and how you can shut them down in seconds. Thank you. Please subscribe, like, and share. And we would appreciate it. It means a lot to us. We're getting a lot of traction. Okay? Until next time.